share my screen. There we go. So IUSD College and Career Fair Workforce Readiness at Irvine Valley College. My name is Fritzy Canis. I am one of the career counselors at Irvine Valley College. I have been in higher education for a little over 18 years. Absolutely love what I do. Hoping you guys are currently just taking notes and writing down questions. So at the end of the presentation, if there's anything I didn't cover, or if you have more questions, you're welcome to ask away. So what's on today's agenda? Today, we're going to cover several things, starting with overview of career education. Our acronym for career education is CE. So if you hear me say career education or CE, I kind of use that in exchange for words. And those are our programs and certificates available at IVC. We're going to talk about career exploration options, access to IVC Career Center's resources, access to Handshake platform, tips and strategies to further your academic career profile, and how to get started. So when we talk about career planning, there's a lot of things that go involved, and a lot of students don't necessarily come in with a major in mind and know their whole pathway. So at IVC in the Career Center, we kind of help them look and plan out what their 2 years looks like, or their certificate plan pathway, and get them started on all their different options. So it's kind of nice that IUSC has this platform available to get the ball rolling on what career planning looks like. So if you look at the chart on the right-hand side, or the image, it starts with education, motivation, success, what the career ladder looks like, defining goals, strengths and weaknesses, qualifications, what that checklist looks like. And I also want to mention at the very bottom, it says, what comes to mind when you think of career planning? At what point should I start doing this? How frequently are you supposed to career plan? And better yet, is it even worth wasting time on it? So we tell our students right at the very beginning, career planning is extremely important, because building those relationships is what's going to make them successful in the long run. We also tell our students, in order to be successful in career, in any endeavor you have, depending on your industry, 50% is what you know. So your experience, your certificates, your degrees, your credentials, and the other 50% is who you know. So making sure we are educating our students on the importance of building those relationships. So at the end of the day, when they're done with their certificate or degree, they're able to start the job market and have connections and networking relationships already built up. So things to keep in mind, let's look at some statistics. The typical person will spend about 88,000 hours over a lifetime. Career planning, having realistic career goals, is so important. And one of the things we like to do at IVC is making sure that when our students come, we kind of go over and explore what those resources are, what the majors are, what universities they want to transfer to, or career ed programs that we have that they're interested in pursuing. So we're setting realistic, tangible goals, and we can go ahead and build a pathway out to it. The occupation you choose has a big impact on many aspects of your life. And faced with many, many career options, you may not take the time to explore them in depth. Instead, you may feel overwhelmed. And so we always tell our kids at IVC, our students at IVC, that we want the Career Center to be an open platform, an open door, so you can come in at any time and ask questions about different industries, connecting with different professionals. And at the very end of the slide, we will share with you what we currently have as a lineup every single month for our students at IVC. Students who have completed career exploration have more confidence in themselves and are more motivated to achieve their goals. So what does that look like? What is career education? So there's different pathways at our community colleges, and there are 10 community colleges in Orange County, but the one we're going to focus on today is IVC. And career education stems from other programs that you can go ahead and possibly be interested. I'm going to be sharing out my screen and looking at the website so that way I can give you some clarity as to what that looks like and where you can access those career education programs at IVC. So CE provides students with technical education and training to prepare for high skill, high wage, high demand careers. CE programs offer students an additional option to traditional college prep programs, and CE courses provide transferable workforce skills. Irvine Valley College offers more than 100 career-ready associate degrees and certificates in 21 industry sectors. And we're going to go over in a couple of slides here where to access that and where to find it on the website. So let's look at some certificate requirements. At IVC, we have different lingo as far as our associate degrees, our certificate degrees. So I'm going to throw them out a little bit as far as what that looks like. So we have our Associate of Arts, an AA degree. We have an AAT, which is an Associate of Arts for Transfer. We have our AS degree, which is an Associate of Science. We have an AST, which is our Associate of Science for Transfer. Those are minimum of 2 years associate degrees that either you can hold as an associate degree native plan or transfer. We also have certificates. Those certificates that we have, there's two types. We have our COAs, which stand for Certificate of Achievement. Those are a minimum of 12 units in a certificate program. They must be completed at IVC, and the Certificate of Achievements are transcribed and recorded on a student's academic record at the college. We also have COPs, and those are Certificate of Proficiency. And those are granted for completion of a specific program, a specified course. Those total requirements is less than 18 units. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop share right now. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the IVC website. The reason why is because not only do I want to make sure you know where to access all these degrees and programs, I want to make sure that you kind of understand how to navigate the website. So here is ivc.edu. I'm going to go to two different places where I find our information. One of them is the very basic under the catalog, and I'm going to walk you through it. So at the very top where it says classes, you're going to click on classes. You're going to click on catalog. You're going to scroll down just a little bit to where it says programs, degrees, and certificates. And in alphabetical order, you're going to see our associate's degrees and certificates. Let me make this a little bit bigger. There we go. And it's in alphabetical order. And this is where you start seeing those acronyms, the AS, the COA, the COP. Remember, anything that starts with an A, an AA, or an AS is an associate's degree. Anything that starts with a C is a certificate. So let's dive in. Let's just say a student is a business student. And what we're going to talk about are stackable degrees along with certificates, because a lot of people don't know that they can earn these. So this is why we have workshops and presentations like this. So let's just say I have a student, and the student is interested in earning a bachelor's degree, transferring to a university, and majoring in business. So here is the business administration for transfer. I'm going to go ahead and click on it just to give you an example. When I click on the business administration for transfer, you're going to see required core courses. Some of those courses are going to be, or those courses are Accounting 1A, which is financial accounting, Accounting 1B, which is managerial accounting, economics, and so forth. Don't get overwhelmed. These are or. So these two are two of the core courses along with others for a business for transfer degree. Now we're going to go back, and we're going to go back to accounting, and I'm going to look at financial accounting COP. Well, under that, you're going to notice that in order to earn your financial accounting certificate of proficiency, all you need is 3 courses. You already have to take financial accounting if you want to go and transfer and do the associate's degree. But if you are interested and this is what we advise our students at IVC at the Career Center, is if you take spreadsheets, a spreadsheets course, which is a 1.5 unit, if you take both 1 and 2, you have now, not only are you in line in our pathway for business degree, but you will also have the opportunity to earn the financial accounting COP. So that's how we stack our certificates and our degrees together. Not a lot of students know about this, so help me spread the word. But this is a wonderful way for students to also gain and build up their resume, their proficiency skills, and it also looks really good for when they're about ready to transfer, if that is their goal. Okay. The other place I want you call your attention to, if you go to the IVC homepage, and we go to Life at IVC. By the way, I know we don't have time to go through our portals and our all of the wonderful resources that we have for our students at IVC, but there are so many different resources and so many different things that you would find on our website. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I click on Find Support. So on our homepage, ivc.edu, I'm going to click on Find Support. When I click on Find Support, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit to find your path. Once I've done that, a couple really cool resources right off the bat is you have a really cool opportunity to take some assessments as far as what your strengths are, to find out if that indeed is the degree that you want to pursue. But under programs, you will see our certificate programs, our associate programs, and this is more, I want to say it's more visually stimulating. There's more color, there's more resources available. So same thing, if I were to drop down to business or accounting, it's by alphabetical order. I'm going to click on accounting just because it's the first one. Under accounting, you're going to go ahead and see lots of data at the very bottom. So transfer options, here you have accounting, income tax, and payroll, whether they're associate degrees or certificates. And if you scroll down, it's going to start giving you some data on what you can do, how you can earn your degree certificate, and the potential income that you can obtain from that certificate and or degree, depending what your route is. So explore careers. A lot of this is hyperlinked, so you can go ahead and further contact a lot of the resource on here, and it'll give you videos and just more information on an accounting certificate. So kind of cool resources I wanted to point out. All right, we're going to go back to the slideshow here. All right, so we talked about the difference between a certificate of achievement and a certificate of proficiency. Now let's look at some numbers. So there is a 1-to-7 ratio. More US jobs require which type of degrees? And in the chart here, you'll see that for degrees that are required for jobs, you'll have a very small percentage of master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, and then you have a 1 to 2 year college credential. So college career education provides students opportunities to enter their chosen field or explore a new path. So it is the 1-to-7 ratio of, let me move this little graph down. The ratio of jobs in our economy. All right. So IVC options. Well, on the right-hand side, we talk about our associate degrees. Associate degrees are generally 60 units minimum in order to transfer to a public CSU or UC, which includes your general ed courses, your major courses, and your elective courses, minimum of 60 units for an associate degree. And then you have the certificate, which I actually took you to the website to see as far as how you can stack certificates on top of associate degrees, if that is something you're interested in. Transfer options. There are 10 UCs in the state of California. These are all public. 23 CSUs, 116 community colleges. 10 of those are in Orange County. Then you have your high school diploma, GED. So what you can obtain at a community college are vocational certificates, or the CEs, and your associate's degree. Very, very limited, but there are some bachelor degrees that you can obtain at community colleges, but they are very limited. For your bachelor's degree, you have the CSUs and the Cal States, master's degrees, and doctorate programs. So career education options at IVC. I'm going to give you a couple slides on what we have. Accounting, administration of justice, art history, biotechnology, computer information management, you'll find under CIM, computer science, dance, design, model making, and rapid prototyping, digital media art, drafting technology, electrical technology, electronic technology, human development, interactive media art, kinesiology, management, paralegal studies, real estate, sustainability and resource management, and theater arts. I do want to point out, if you are taking notes, to write down bls.gov. bls.gov is a wonderful resource with lots of current data on any major or any industry or degree that you're interested in. So for example, I have students that come in and they'll say, Ms. Fritzy, what is the difference between electrical and electronic technology? So what we do is we take them to bls.gov and we type in both, and they watch a 1-minute video on what the difference is. And they also look at data as far as their earning capacity within each one. And what's really cool about bls.gov is that it gives you current information and data based on your zip code, the county you live in, the state. So it's very up-to-date information. So transfer versus certificate, you've got options. So IVC accounting certificates, Accounting 1A and Accounting 1B, Management 104. These are for our certificates, 3 courses from below. So this will earn you a certificate. And then on the right-hand side, you'll notice that at Cal State University Fullerton, their business major requires Accounting 1A, Accounting 1B, and Management 104. And Management 12A is not optional at Cal State Fullerton. And if you're doing a certificate, the IVC accounting certificate, all you would have to do is the courses that are mandated, also for transfer, and 3 courses from below. So School of Business and Science programs. IVC School of Business Science programs, if you are taking notes or want to take a picture, here is a bird's eye view of all of our programs under business management, under accounting, under CIM, also known as computer information management, real estate, and paralegal studies. This is an bird's eye view on it. However, I always prefer people just go directly to the website, to either those 2 portals that I showed you, under catalog and look at alphabetical order, or if you go under resources under IVC, then you got to see like the visually stimulating site on all of our programs and certificates. All right, so Certificate of Achievement in Accounting. Once again, here is our example. These are the core classes that you are required to take. Complete a minimum of 4 courses from the following. So out of all of these, you can choose for a total unit count of 18.5 for that Certificate of Achievement. For the Certificate of Proficiency, you have your computerized accounting, financial accounting, financial managerial accounting, and then any from income tax or payroll. And today I just showed you one simple example under business and accounting, but I do recommend that you kind of go and explore all of them. So whether that is biotechnology, chemistry, whether they are STEM related or non-STEM related. Here's one that's human development. So 4 course total. That's all you would need for a Certificate of Proficiency in Human Development. So if a student wanted to work with children and they needed 18 units or a certificate showing that, all they would need to take is 4 courses to grant them the access to start working at a child facility, daycare, preschool, and so forth. Another example I wanted to bring up is our Certificate of Proficiency in CCNA, which is Cisco Certified Networking Associate, Routing and Switching, Complete the following courses, and here you have 4, a total of 12 units, 4 courses total to obtain this certificate. So these are, once again, certificates that will allow you to start joining or start working in the workforce while A, you're pursuing other degrees or your associate's degree, or B, if you want to just advance in that industry. We also have students that who are already working in the industry and want to come back and update their skills as well. All right, so here are some target occupations. More than 50 openings a year, paying $20 or more, requiring an associate's degree or less, starting with computer programming, computer systems networking and telecommunications, legal assistant, paralegal, criminal justice, police science, business administration and management, office management and supervision, accounting technology and bookkeeping, administrative assistant, and real estate. Here is one testimony we have from one of our recent high school grads, just saying that the classes were useful. I wanted to share some good news with you. I joined full-time at Google. I started a few days early, and it's definitely been a journey. Thanks for all your support. And this is a student who feeder from IUSC into IVC, obtained the skills needed, and is now working at Google. All right, so what are those goals? So the Career Center goal is to help you prevent this by helping you do what? Explore, decide, and plan. At IVC, there's a lot of different assessments that we have our students take to make sure whatever pathway they decided is not only accurate, but it's something that they have strengths and skills for and something they want to do and pursue. And we're going to talk about some of those assessments in just a little bit. This helps them decide and helps them plan. And one of the things that we do at IVC is we put together their 2-year plan or their certificate plan. So that way they know going right into college what courses they are going to take, what their semesters look like, and what the final goal at IVC is, whether that is certificate, whether that is associate in planning to transfer, or if that is stackable. So I always tell my students, please get used to visiting your counselors. We are there for you. We're here to support you. We're here to advocate for you. If you don't go visit us, guess what? Then you'll lack this information. And there's so many different resources that we have. So please come visit us at the Career Center, at the Transfer Center. We have so many different centers that are very specific to what that niche or what that need is. So IVC Center service is offered. Here's what we do, or some of the many things we do. Career and personality assessments. These are free assessments. Some of them are a little over $100 per person. You get them for free as IVC students. All you have to do is register, go through the portal, get a student ID number. And I always encourage all my students, whether your plan is to attend IVC or whether it's not, it's still a really good idea to apply. It's free. And not only is it free, but once you obtain a student ID number, then you have access to all the resources. So I have students that have gone on to university, to Pepperdine, to UCI, to Berkeley, and they always come back because they live here. They live in Orange County. So they come back, even though it's been years, they come back and they visit the Career Center and say, okay, I've been gone for a couple of years. I've obtained several degrees. I want to work in Orange County. Can you help me? And so this is one of the ways that we give to our students. Number one. Or number two, career resources, information, and job data. Job search assistance with creating or editing a resume and cover letter. And as y'all know, resume is a living document. It's always going to be changing. It's always going to be getting better and better with your experience and your credentials. So it's one of those documents I always tell my students, make sure you keep it either in a Google document or a Word document. I know that every single portal, Indeed, every single portal has their own resume building kits within or tools, but my highest or biggest recommendation, since it is a living document, is to make sure you have complete ownership of the document by keeping it under Microsoft Word or Google Docs. We talk about job preparation skills. We talk about interviewing tips. You guys, there's 5 different interviews now. Before it was a traditional one-on-one. You show up to a job site and you have an interview. Now there's 5 different interview types. We have virtual interviews, phone interviews, group interviews, panel interviews, traditional interviews. There's just so much more to learn. So definitely come on and visit us and use your resources. Online websites and career software. Industry speakers. This one's really important. I can't stress this enough. One of the things I started with was the importance of relationship building and how important that is for our students, because ideally, the last thing we want to do is have our students earn their certificates and earn their degrees and then start looking for a job, because it's brutal out there, especially in Southern California, right? So what we want our students to do is start early, start building those relationships, either through the power of LinkedIn, and really start building those relationships. So before they even earn their degrees, their certificates, their credentials, they already have jobs lined up through resources, through networking, through relationships. So industry speakers, we have professional speakers come once or twice a month, whatever industry that might be, the medical industry, real estate industry. We have people coming from Google and Blizzard, and we have different industries within the companies come talk to our students. So we tell our students, show up, engage, add them to LinkedIn, and start building those relationships with those people, because that's their plug-in, right? Industry variety of workshops, and I'll show you what that looks like at the very end, and various drop-in times and appointment times. Here are some of the assessment tools that we provide at IVC. We have the Strong Assessment. This one costs over $100 per student to take. As a student, you get it for free. So lots of really cool resources. This one is going to give students an assessment. It's a robust insight into a person's interests, so you can help consider potential careers. It looks at 130 different careers, and this is always evolving because jobs are always being created, let's face it. So this gives students a really good perspective on what their strengths are and what careers they can possibly explore and look into if they hadn't considered them. Because I always tell my students, you're only exposed to what you've been exposed to. So here's a cool resource where you get to look at a little over 130 different jobs and industries in there. Other resources that we have, and this was a great one. You don't need IVC credentials to check this one out. It's called CaliforniaCareerZone.org, cacareerzone.org. Excellent tool and resource for discovering jobs, looking at different industries, earning potential. You'll get to see data. If you want to live in Orange County and you want to move out, it kind of breaks down like what the cost of living is, all the different bills that you're going to have as a responsible adult. So this is a really cool site to explore. We also pay for Road Trip Nation. Road Trip Nation is a series of updated videos. So if a student says, you know what, I want to be a lawyer, but I'm not sure if I want to be a corporate lawyer or if I want to be in family law. So Road Trip Nation is a paid for service for our IVC students that allows you to go in and look at mentor opportunities and videos of actual professionals in the field, what they like to do, what they enjoy, what school they went to, the pros and cons of their business, and so forth. So another great resource to add to the list there. onetonline.org, another free resource. This is free for everyone. You don't have to have IVC credentials. It gives you a lot of data on advanced research as far as occupations. So this is a really cool online tool as well that we provide our students with. A lot of the times we do provide workshops, and they're just like this, but they're actually more fun because on a call like this or a workshop like this or a webinar, I can't really see you. You guys can't ask questions. When we hold workshops with our students, we have all of our students live. We all ask questions. It's engaging. It's entertaining. There's a lot of resources and questions that students get out of the workshops. Another cool tool that we have, this one's really neat. We just picked this one up. Saddleback and IVC just got this last year. It's called Handshake. Handshake is an excellent platform for students looking for jobs and internships. So a lot of times we'll get students who are ready to look for internships in the summer, whether that is your first year coming in or not. And so this is one of the places that we go. A lot of companies, organizations in Orange County post on Handshake because they prefer to look within our community and our students. So this is kind of like first dibs, right? You get first look at what jobs are out there. When they don't find the candidates, then they post on bigger platforms like Indeed and so forth, and other platforms like that. But Handshake, you do have to be an IVC student, so you do have to have a student ID number. Once again, just another great free incentive why you should all just sign up to be IVC students, whether you attend right away or you don't attend right away, whether you're a dual enrolled student. The benefits and the resources that you get from being an IVC student is priceless. You get a lot of really great workshops, tools, activities. You get access to the instructors, the professors, and the counselors there, and your resources there. So this right here is our IVC Career Center calendar. These are all the different resources that we provide. And this is just the Career Center on a given month. Every single day, you'll see 1 or 2 workshops lined up for our students. Once again, these are live workshops starting in the spring of 2023. In a couple months, you guys, we are finally going to start bringing our workshops to life back on campus. So we'll still have access to our online platform like we're doing here via Zoom, and we're going to have them in person. So I'm excited about that. It's been a little over 3 years that we don't hold on-campus workshops just yet at the Career Center. So here's our November calendar, and this is what it looks like. Excuse me. So you'll see that we have a program called the Career Launch. Career Launch is an excellent program. It's a 4-week course, and within those 4 weeks, students get access to building their LinkedIn, connecting with professionals, how to establish their self-confidence, how to articulate better when you go to an interview, whether that is an interview for acceptance into a university, an internship, a job possibilities. We talk about the elevator pitch. So lots of excellent workshops that we have every single day. Once again, if you're a student at IVC and you have, let's just say you're available between 5 and 6:30 on Wednesday. This one passed, but as an example, Blizzard was here talking to our students about engineering, gaming, and there are different jobs and internship opportunities. So if you're available and you're an IVC college student, you can sign up and attend these workshops and start following these professionals on LinkedIn and other platforms. So lots of cool stuff going on in the Career Center at IVC. Here are hours if you want to take a screenshot or write this down. Not a bad idea. Monday through Friday, we're open from 8 to 5. And if we have students who do sports and they want to come in and talk to a counselor, we're also there Tuesday through Thursday, and we close at 7 p.m. So we're either open early in the morning, we stay open pretty late. So if you're interested in being a part of IVC and getting plugged into the Career Center, I highly encourage you guys to register, can meet with us on one-on-one if you want. A lot of our appointments are either one-on-one. You can do in person, you could do Zoom. A lot of them are an hour long, depending on what your needs are. We also have walk-ins available. So if you didn't have time to make an appointment, we do have 30-minute walk-ins if you have quick questions. But we literally help you with building your resume, how to mock interview, what our different certificates are that we offer. We help you explore. So if someone said, well, what is a paralegal and how soon can I start working in the field? Then we walk them through all our programs, how fast they are, how long they take, and so forth. Lastly, as far as the slides go, we have this one here for more information. Contact the counseling appointments. There's the phone number and the email. Okay, so if you want to take a screenshot, picture, or program this on your cell phone, not a bad idea. All right, and I'm going to stop share for now. Escape there. And I'm going to dive back into our IVC IVC homepage. Okay, so in our IVC homepage, I did want to give you a little brief tour on what the Career Center looks like, all the different resources that we have there, and how to access them. Because it's one thing to look at them as a PowerPoint and look at them through Google Slides, and it's another a more hands-on approach to kind of dive right into the website. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm also going to give you a gift for attending today, because I'm excited that you guys are here on a Friday night and on this nice, cool Friday night. Hopefully you guys have your hot chocolate, coffee, or tea as you're learning about the Career Center and workforce readiness at IVC. All right, so a couple places I want to take you to. Let me scroll down just a little bit here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on Find Support. Under Find Support, you'll see lots of really cool resources, but the one we're going to focus on right now is going to be the Career Center. So I'm going to click on the Career Center. And the one thing you're going to find is you're going to find our calendar. When you click on calendar, you're going to find all of our different workshops that we offer live. As when I say live, I mean Zoom live for now, at least for the rest of fall. You'll see everything from college to career, choosing the right pathway, 21st century skills on communication, getting the job, which is part 3 of the interview. You'll see the Career Launch Academy, which you get a free certificate if you attend all 4 sessions and attend the program. Every Thursday morning, I know you guys are probably all at school, but Thursday mornings from 10 to 11, we have a career talk, which is almost like a podcast. So here you'll find all our different activities and events at IVC for the current month. Career Center services. Our different workshops, which is choosing a major, resume writing, research and career, computerized career resources, interviewing, networking, and information interview. You'll find all of our information here. Every semester, we do career fairs where students go and meet with a lot of different companies and industries, profit, nonprofit organizations, and a lot of them hire our students on the spot. So we make sure we prepare them with their resume. We make sure we prepare them on how to go and articulate with these professionals in order for them to go in and feel comfortable and confident in meeting with the industries and getting the jobs that they want. Also in the Career and Job Placement Center, you will see Exploring Career in Majors, Candid Career, another great resource. You'll see our internship available here, Finding the Job, which was the Handshake platform for our students. I'm going to give you a little tutorial there. When you click on Handshake, you'll see 2 of the most important tabs. One of them is the events, where you're able to see if there's any job fairs coming up in the either at IVC or around the community. You'll also find jobs, and within jobs, there's also on-site remote jobs if their students are interested. There's internships, there's part-time jobs, and also on-campus jobs that you will find on Handshake. Oops. Let me go back to ivc.edu. All right. Now I'm going to conclude with my, I love giving this to our students, our free gift. Once again, if you're a student and you have IVC credentials, this is for you. So if you're anything like me, I love documentaries and videos, and I think it's just supporting evidence if you have to write good papers to support you in that. So let me go ahead and also kind of walk you through our library. Just as a free gift, I want to give you this just because, once again, it's another resource that we have. And if we don't share it out, students will never know. So under library, I'm going to take you to 2 places. Number 1, library workshops. So you'll see, and as we're kind of winding down the semester, we have holidays coming up. We have the end of the semester ending next month. You'll see that there's citing right MLA style, APA style, how to use your college research for articles, lots of cool stuff, but that's not what I wanted to give you. I just wanted to show you that all the cool things that we have at IVC. I'm going to click on library. I'm going to go to database. This is really cool. And I'm going to click on K for Canopy. I'm going to click on Canopy, and you're going to log on with your IVC credentials once you get your student ID number. And just like Netflix or those cool platforms, you're going to get thousands of amazing documentaries, you guys. Anything from software development to creating a business, yoga, just about anything. A lot of these documentaries are still out in different countries in the world. So they're very current. And then you'll also find classic information. So I'm going to stop share there. And I just want to welcome you guys to IVC. I know you've had the opportunity this last few weeks to really understand and learn a lot of the things that we offer at IVC. We would love to meet you guys in person. What we're going to do now is I'm going to end this recording, but I would love to open up for questions and answers. So this is a good time to do that. So we are going to conclude this webinar for now, and we are going to go ahead and dive into questions and answers.